And I would be better served building a wind turbine directional, but to do that, I have to make... Let me just see what happens when I, you know... yeah, and I have to go downstairs, because I've got... Yeah, it's 3 power per block, so I've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24... I think I have 28 of those, if my math serves. 28, and I don't know that I have enough power. Check this out. I gotta check at the... Because I think I'm right at the limit. No, I'm good. I think I'm good. I only need 28, and I've got room for... Well, circuit power anyways, I've got room for a whole bunch. Right? I think I'm good. Unless I'm missing something, because I'm not a very smart... I'm not a smart man. Oh, something just went off. Yeah, see, I didn't do math. Somehow I am off on my math. That's not circuit power. That's got to be like normal power, I think. And I don't quite understand how to calculate that. I don't know where to see that. Yeah, I don't know how to see that. Like I said, I'm not a smart man. So I just need to go make another power thingy, is what it comes down to. How does one see? Because there's a difference between power and circuit power, and that's something that I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how to see that from the advanced sub-fief console. Usage power versus circuit power. Like, how do you know how much power you're using versus how much you have? Because circuit power you can see. It tells you circuit power is 798 of 900. How would I see? All it shows me is the... I bet I have to go up and click on it. No, I'm aware that 798 is what I'm using, but the math of 3 power per block doesn't make sense to me. It's what Aurora was saying in chat. So I'm trying to figure out how do we do the calculation? Like, what am I missing here? This is what I want to figure out. Like, is it piece picker? Like, how do you see how much power one of these is going to be drawing from your base? Or do I have to go down to one that's already built and check it that way? I just want to figure out how to do the math. That's what I want to know. I'm gonna break my fracking belt here in a second. Penta shield. Okay. Power usage 60. But is it 60? How do I know? Yeah, see, this is what I'm trying to figure out. Falcons, Craig, Sunday, all these other people. Aurora says. So I think what Aurora meant was what Craig just said. It's 3 power per 1x1 square is probably what it is. So I need to. But I'm still confused. Sorry, guys, and somebody may be going, "You're an idiot for not understanding this." I don't understand the difference between circuit power and power usage. So on paper I do. Here's what I want to know. How do I go to my Subfief console and say, okay, I have this much power. I have 102 power circuits left available. So how do I calculate? Where do I see how much power I need to turn those? Because that's the thing that's missing, right? Is the thing that tells me how much power do I need to turn on all of those. Correct. That's what I'm trying to do, Zach Billing. I don't see a way to manage shields that aren't already built. So this shield is already built. I can click on it. It shows me that it uses 60, right? What I want to know is, how do I take a shield that hasn't been built, like these up here, because all I did was place the blueprint for them. How do I figure out how much these are worth? Like, there's no way for me to look at these and go, I need 750 power to turn these on, because I have these all in blueprint form, and I don't see a way to calculate. I can see how many materials I need. Ingots, cobalt, servox. And I get that everyone in chat is telling me it's 3 per block. And what I think everybody means by that is 3 per square. But where does the game tell you that it's 3 per square? That's what I need to know. I need to know where the game tells me that it's 3 per square so that I can calculate that. Or is it something where people just have figured that out? And so I need to manually look at this and go, okay, I'm going 1, 2, 3 high, therefore that one is 9, and this one is 1, 2, 3 high by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 times 3, that's 15. So that's 15 times 2 is 30. And then I've got, you know what I mean? In the constructor, but I'm in the constructor. I'm in the constructor tool, and I'm not seeing, where do I see? I see where it says 3. Maybe I'm not articulating myself. As an example, to build one of these large wind traps, I need 135 power. That's easy. This says I need 3 power, but that's not true. Because it's definitely taking more than 3 power when I build these big shields. So if it's 3, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do something really quick because it may. Hold on. No, see, this is what I need to know, because this still is not telling me. So this is what I'm asking, Craig. Do I need to make that calculation, or is the game going to show me somewhere what that calculation is? That's what I want to know. Because as of right now, I don't see any of the options on the right-hand side. I don't see any of those options showing me how much power these shields are going to use. It only tells me how much resources it uses. None of these tell me. It tells me 3. That's all it says. 3. But then it does not appear to be 3 because it appears to be 3 per square. If it is 3 per square, that's awesome. I can make that math work. I could figure it out on paper by calculating, but does the game not tell me that? Because if the game doesn't tell me that, that needs to be a feedback that we give to the developers that says, hey developers, you need to have an on-screen component that says it's going to be 27 power to turn on this shield. This shield over here is going to be 72 power. That shield over there is going to be 21 power. That shield is going to be 6 power. Like, there needs to be something that shows on. That was my question. Hopefully I've articulated that now. It does not appear that it shows us anywhere in game what that is. I think it's just everybody says it's 3 per square, so I have to manually calculate what all this is. Pressure point, growing pains. So I went up 1, 2, 3. I went 4, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. No, it's 1. Fuck, how do I do that? It's 1, 2. I think it's 4 high. We're 4 high. So that's 12. So in other words, I have to manually do this fucking math. Alright. So that's 4 times 12. That's 12 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 72. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4. Right? That's 5 times 4 is 20 times 3 is 60 times 2 is 120. And then this is a big one. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 times 4 is 24. $72. I need 264 power. That's what I think I need, is another 224 power. Unless I fucked my math up. Math is hard. Yes, math is hard. Yeah, Zach Billings. They definitely need to add that feature for sure, because it totally tells you like how many resources you need. Like, okay, I need 18 plastone to build that block. I need 13. I need 2 ingots, 20 cobalt, 6 servox. Awesome. It also should list the amount of power that it's gonna take. For sure, because that was me sitting here going, help, math. Okay, so I'm going to need to build at least 2 additional wind turrets to push me past, which is fine. I have what I need. I just need to make a bunch of steel. I need 90 steel. Okay. Well, that's not a today problem. Unless I don't have the things I need. Because if I can get that done, I'll extend the rooftop out further, but I'll at least have the pentashield base built for people to roll up with their... You know what would be really cool? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hang on. I didn't even think about this. Can I build these at an angle, or is it not going to follow the angle? No, see, it's only going to go square. This is the thing that I don't like. Like, there's totally an angle here that is straight. I should be able to follow this angled wall and build a pentashield from that corner right there all the way out to here. And have it follow the outer line of that. That's another pressure point I would hope they address over time. Because right now, it's only allowing me to follow 90-degree angles with the pentashields. I can only do 90-degree turns. I can't do, like, even though it's a straight line, I can't do an angled wall. And what would be really cool is if we could build out and, like, build a rooftop that follows the base structure and then pentashield that out, you know, at that triangular, and then cap the end with a pentashield as well. That would be cool as fuck. Like, have a pentashield right here coming up and then following that right there. But we can't, unfortunately. All we can do is the square ones for now. However, I have basically accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. In essence, even though it's not going to be perfect, I can get the pentashields built, and then I can extend the rooftops out a little bit more. And then we have 3 landing pads, 1 that's bigger for an assault thopter, and 2 that are smaller for additional thopters. And then I have my personal scout thopter over here on the garage. It's all coming together slowly but surely. All right, I need steel ingots. Do I have enough to make the steel ingots? That's the question. I needed 90. I do not. What am I missing? Iron. I need to make 180 iron ingots. And I can only make 31. I don't know if I have any more iron stored back at the other base, but we're going to go take a look really quick. If not, I'll do a quick iron circuit. I would love to get those pentashields placed today, but I just need some quick iron. The problem is it's going to take a while to refine all that shit down. I think that's just going to depend on the server, Slacker. It's just going to depend on what deep desert you're a part of. And again, this was the first iteration, so I would highly anticipate they are going to have another patch up in a few days to make adjustments for the way people are acting. And they'll have another adjustment after that to adjust to how the people are acting until they fine-tune everything to get people doing what they want people to be doing. cannot rotate the pentashield. It must follow a 90-degree turn. Alright, let me see if I got any in the storage chests here. I don't think I do. I can produce some iron here. Yay! I already can produce 100 iron here. I don't need to go anywhere. I don't need to harvest any iron. So we just need to process that. Oops, what was in that chest? Nothing. That chest. Alright, just backup gear. Alright, how long is that going to take to harvest? That's going to be a bit. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I need to go to the grocery store with Chris before the storms, hopefully. If the weather isn't too bad, I should be back later today with some more Death Stranding 2. At least that's the plan. But if the weather's shitty, I won't, and I'll just wait till tomorrow. But I've got to get all this iron resource down to take back north to build the things I want to build for the pentashield, and then I've got to get more duraluminum. I may be able to make my assault ornithopter tomorrow, but I bet it's Friday before I can get my assault thopter made. We're getting there. And once I've got the assault thopter made, I'm going to start braving the deep desert and looking for tier 6 resources, and more importantly, going to do tier 6 Imperial testing stations with guildmates as people are available, because we should be able to get 2- and 3-man teams together, if not a 4-man team on like Saturdays and Sundays, and go do some dungeons together and have fun. Be kind to each other out there, have a good day, and I'll catch everybody in the next stream. Don't forget, the base building episodes get cut out into their own series on YouTube. I watched a Minecraft movie with Chris last night, so the review for a Minecraft movie is up on YouTube, and we're also cutting down the Death Stranding 2 videos into 30-minute sections, so if you've missed any of the live streams, you can either go watch the full VOD, or you can catch things in 30-minute episodes on the YouTube, so everything that happens in between the streams is over there, so make sure to follow along. And yeah, I should have a new channel member video up. I'll probably do 2, because I've got one, I just want to talk about some random stuff with everybody for YouTube members, and then I'll do an analytics video at the end of the month, because this is our, I think we're on track to be our best month ever financially, thanks to Dune Awakening. This game has been a big push for everything, but I gotta wait till the end of the month to see the numbers. I think we might have beaten our Baldur's Gate 3 record. We're about to find out. So stay tuned for that, and I'll have a new homestead update on the homestead channel this weekend, because Christina's ducks are really big now, and we got to go take a look at all the new ducklings. And we have our rescue duck Cappuccino is like 3 weeks into brooding, so she's gonna have some new babies. Anyway, there's more updates all around. See you guys later.